Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI has commanded you to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations. They may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line goes back to you being the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Shalom. It's your brother Halak here from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI with another video. And the name of this lesson is going to be entitled, They Built This City Off of Israelite Blood. You see, playing on the song title of we built this city off of rock and roll, you see. And this is inspired because I was in the gym the other night and that song came on, and I just remixed the title a little bit, man. Just remixed the chorus a little bit. You know the chorus, we built this city off of rock and roll. We built this city off of rock and roll. But I remixed it and said they built this city off of Israelite blood. You see? Talking about the damn Edomites, man, the so-called white race. That's how America was built up. And we're going to go into a little bit of the history to show you the things they've done to establish this country, man, and what the scriptures say about how this country was established. So we're going to start right here in Amos 1 and 11. It says what? Thus saith YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity. And his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. You see that? So all the slaki, for all the things that Esau has done unto us, the Most High is not going to turn away the punishment. And this is why we see this man's power being taken from him. This is why we see this man's kingdom going down. This is because the Most High is punishing him for what he's done unto the Israelites. You see, for all the rape, robbery, murder, and all the atrocities they've committed against us, they are being punished right before our eyes, man. These people are on the way up out of here. And their kingdom is fastly falling. You see? So let's go and show you how this land was established, man. We're gonna start with the northern kingdom, right? So I just put how many Native Americans died in the conquest of America. So it says between 1492, when Christopher Columbus first came over here, and 1600, 90% of the indigenous populations in the Americas had died. That means about 55 million people perished because of violence and never before seen pathogens like smallpox, measles, and influenza. This is what the so-called Europeans did when they came to this country, because this land was already inhabited by the northern kingdom. You can go read about that in 2nd Ezra chapter 13. They came over here during the Assyrian captivity, you see, to keep the laws of the Most High in 1492. The Most High sent Christopher Columbus over here, and they killed off 90% of the Israelites living in this land, man. You see? What is that? That's how the land was gotten, by way of bloodshed. You see? Bloodshed, man. Every single inch of America is drenched in Israelite blood, man. Once again, why? It's because they built this city of Israelite blood. You see? Now let's go to this. It said this is from the Gilder Lehrman Institute of American History. It says historical context, facts about the slave trade and slavery. It says transatlantic slave voyages over the period of the Atlantic slave trade from approximately 1526 to 1867. Some 12.5 million slaves were shipped from Africa, and 10.7 million arrived in the Americas. Meaning what? 1.8 million Israelites died on the voyage to America, man. That's blood that these damn devils have to pay for. They still haven't received the judgment for what they've done, man. You see? Now they in the spirit of let bygones be bygones and oh, that's the past, won't you just get over it, man? What the fuck do you mean? You have committed mass genocide against the Israelites, man. And haven't received the punishment for it. You see? It says what? The Atlantic slave trade was likely the most The Atlantic slave trade was likely the most costly in human life of all long-distance global migrations. You hear that? That's why it tells you in Daniel that no nation has suffered what Jerusalem has suffered, man. No nation has suffered what the Israelites have suffered. All you got to do is go back and look at the history on how this land was conquered, or how this land was acquired by the so-called white race, and how the so-called white race brought the so-called Negroes from the west coast of Africa to serve hardcore bondage here in America, man, and the treatment that we're receiving on the way over here. It all revolves around bloodshed, man, and that's why the Most High said He will not acquit the wicked of their evil, man. These damn devils are going to pay. You see? So that's just some information I want to bring out to show you how America was acquired and how America was built up. Now let's see what the scriptures have to say about this, man. Let's see if the scriptures is okay with how America was built up, man. Let's start right here. Let's get let's get this real quick. This is Nahum chapter 3 verse 1. It says what? Woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. What's the bloody city, man? Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America. How was it the bloody city? Look how it was established, man. 90% of the so-called Hispanics and Native Americans were wiped out when Christopher Columbus came over here in 1492, man. You see? It is full of lies and robbery. You see treacherous dealings, man. The stealing of lands. You see? To the point to where you got the Northern Kingdom living, the so-called Native Americans living on a reservation, man. And you telling the so-called Hispanics that they need a green card to get into the land that they were already living in when you came here. You see? It says what? The prey departeth not, because we're still in the hand of our enemies, man. Still to this day. Let's get this real quick. Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 12 says what? Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. You hear that? You built America by way of the Israelites' blood, man. So it says woe unto you. Let's get this word woe. What is woe going to, man? Great sorrow or distress. Misery, sorrow, distress. You see, let's get to the good ones. It says affliction, suffering, hardship, pain, agony, grief, anguish, torment. Upon who? Upon him that buildeth a town with blood and established a city by iniquity. We just got the facts, man. We just went back into your history and showed how you got America. We just went back into your history to show you how America was built up. By way of the blood of the Israelites, man. So woe unto you. You see? You damn devils are going to pay. Ain't no way around it, man. Because you love to say, oh, that's what our forefathers have done. But are you not benefiting off the things that your forefathers have done before you? Do you not enjoy the fatness of the land of America, living in the best parts of the city, best parts of the country, man? You see? Having the most land. How are you able to live on these lands that you have? How are you able to build these big ass mansions? How are you able to build these cities, man? And set them up the way you have? By way of bloodshed, man. So woe unto you. You see? Let's get this right here in Numbers, man. Let me see how it go. I think I know what it is. That's Numbers. Real quick. No, yeah, it's right here. Numbers. Was it 35? Yep. Numbers 35 and 33 says what? So you shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. And how was America established? By way of the blood of the Israelites, man. Once again, go back and look at your history. It ain't stopped in 1492. You see? That was going all the way on to 1600. It didn't stop in the transatlantic slave trade, man. it continued after that. That's why I told you in Amos 1:11, the Most High would not acquit Edom of his sins, man, because he did pursue Jacob, his brother, with the sword, man. And his anger did tell perpetually. He continued to murder our people, man, because that's what he did. He murdered us. He didn't just kill us, he murdered us, man. It was all premeditated. Why? Because he wants to wipe out the seed of Israel. Going all the way back to what their forefathers said, the day of mourning for my father's at hand, then I will murder my brother Jacob. Because it was premeditated, man, and he's doing everything that he possibly can to try to fulfill that mission that he's been on since the ancient times, man. So Numbers 35 and 33 says what? So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. So America is completely defiled with the blood of the Israelites, man. Why? Because they built this city off of Israelite blood. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, which is the blood of the Israelites, but by the blood of him that shed it. So that's the only way this land is going to be cleansed, man, by the blood of him that shed it. Meaning what? These same damn devils that did all these atrocities unto our people, they have to pay. Well, that was my forefathers. I had nothing to do with it. Did I actually have you in slavery? Did I come over here and conquer the land of America, so forth? But you enjoy the benefits of it, man. This is how you enjoy so-called white privilege. That's how you enjoy all the goodies that you crackers enjoy, shit, all throughout the earth, man. But mainly here in America because of how your forefathers got this land. They didn't get it by righteous means. You see? They got it by way of wickedness, man. And you devils, and all of you devils, are going to pay. Let's get this real quick. This is Isaiah 14 and 21. You devils are not going to get out of this, man. Isaiah 14 and 21 says what? Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. You see that? You have to pay for what your forefathers have done because you are your forefathers in the reincarnation. You see? You are the ones who are doing this to us, man. You are the ones who was coming over here in 1492 and committing mass genocide against the so-called Hispanics and Native Americans. You're the ones who are bringing us over here on slave ships to build up your country, man. You are the ones who are living back then doing these things unto us. So now you've been reincarnated back on the planet Earth to receive of your punishment for what you have done in the past, man. That's why Isaiah 14 and 21 says what? Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. You devils are about to receive the greatest punishment the world has ever seen, man. You see? For what you have done unto the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Everything that you've done unto us is going to be brought upon you. And it begins with the so-called white race, the Edomites, man. As it tells you in Obadiah, what does it say in Obadiah, man? Obadiah 1 and 10, it says what? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. And we just got 2 articles that went into the violence that you committed against the Israelites, who are Jacob, man. The seed of Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel. So for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, talking to you Edomites, because you can go read it in the first verse. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord YAHAWAH concerning Edom. This whole book is directed towards you damn devils, man. You fucking crackers. You see? It says what? Obadiah 1 and 10, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. This is the judgment that is awaiting you damn devils when it's all said and done, man. You see? But first, the Most High is going to allow his children to have a little fun with you. You see? He's going to give you over into our hands, as it is written. You devils are not going to get away with what you've done, man. You have to pay. You see? You have to pay. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. How do you spell that? Is that Joel? Nahum 1 and 3, Salakia. Nahum 1 and 3 says what? Yahweh is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. Now, who is the wicked according to the Bible? You Edomites are according to what? Malachi 1 and 3, man. Or Malachi 1 and 4. You are called the border of wickedness. You are the wicked the Bible speaks of, man. And it says what? The Most High will not at all acquit the wicked. Let's get that word acquit. He would not at all acquit the wicked, right? Nakar, right? It goes on to say, let's get to the point. It says to hold innocent acquit, to leave unpunished. You devils are not just going to go unpunished for what you've done unto the Most High's people, man. And that's all throughout the scriptures. You devils have to pay. Point blank period, man. You are going to pay. As it is written. Let's get this real quick. Hey, because, hey, once again, man, the Bible has all the answers to all the questions that anyone has to ask, man. Revelation 13:10 says what? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. How did the so-called Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians get to the western side of the world? By way of the transatlantic slave trade. They were stolen from the west coast of Africa by who? The so-called Europeans, the so-called white race, man. You see? The Edomites, according to the Bible. You see that? Let's prove that real quick. Joel 3:6, it says what? The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem. Oh, matter of fact, let's start at 4. Joel 3:4 says what? Yeah, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly, swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Because ye have taken my silver and my gold and carried into your temples my goodly, pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their borders. And that's the Most High talking to the Hamites, who sold us unto who? The Grecians, which is who? The so-called white race, the Edomites, according to the Bible. That they may remove us far from our border. And where did they bring us to? The land of America. You see? So going back to Revelation 13:10, it says what? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Who led us into captivity? You damn Edomites did, man. So what does that mean for you? That you are going into captivity. Verse 10 says, continuing on in verse 10, it says what? He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. How did you come to acquire the land of America? By way of the sword, man, committing mass genocide. So what does that mean for you? That you are going to be killed with the sword when it's all said and done, man. You see, here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And this is what the true believers of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI is waiting upon, man. To have you damn devils in our hands. And that day is going to come because the Most High is faithful who promised. He promised to give you over into our hands, man. He promised to do that, man. You see? This is going to happen. You devils are going to pay. You're not going away unpunished, man. You see? So going back to this Nahum, it says what? YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI is slow to anger and great in power. He will not at all acquit the wicked. YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI have his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, in the clouds of the dust of his feet. So the part I wanted was that. Was what, man? The Most High will not at all acquit the wicked. You devils are going to pay. Point blank period, man. You see? Let's grab this. That's Jeremiah 30:16. It says what? Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured. And who's the main nation that devoured us, man? You fucking Edomites. You see? And you heathen nations ain't innocent. We just read about Tyre and Zidon, them damn Hamites. All of you heathen nations are going to pay. Every single last one of you. So it says what? Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured. And that's all you nations, because all of you had a part in us being oppressed, man. And all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. You can read about all of our adversaries in Psalms 83. It gives you the rundown, man. And the first one is mentioned is who? The Edomites. You see? So that's who we're going to put the most hell upon, man. You damn devils. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. You see? Will I give for a prey? So the Most High is going to give you heathen over into our hands, beginning with you damn devils, man. You see? That's what's coming. That's what's about to happen. Ain't nothing outside of that going to happen, man. This is the will of the Most High. You see? And he's going to bring it to pass. All of you heathen will pay, but we want you Edomites first and foremost, man. You see? We want you Edomites first and foremost, man. Let's get this. Let's get this. Psalms 137 and 7. It says what? Remember, O YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, the children of Edom, the so-called white race, and the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof, going all the way back to the time of the Babylonians. You was helping the Babylonians catch the Israelites, and you damn devils went into our temple and burned our temple down, man. You still have to pay for that. Verse 8 says what? O daughter of Babylon, once again talking about you Edomites, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Let's get this in the NLT, man. NLT says what? O Babylon, you will be destroyed. Happy is the one who pays you back for what you have done unto us. Go back and read your history and look at what you've done unto the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the children of Israel, man. Go back and look at what you've done. Go back and look at your history. Go back and research these forefathers that you exalt and call heroes, man. Look at what they've done, man. Look at what they've done for you to live the way you live. Look at what you had to do. We are going to pay you back for what you've done, man. This is reality. This is what's going to happen. So Psalms 137 and 8 in the NLT, O Babylon, who art to be destroyed. O Babylon, you will be destroyed. Happy is the one that pays you back for what you have done unto us. For what you have done to us. You see that? We're going to pay you back for what you've done to us. And that's what's written in the scriptures, man. You see? Let's show you that real quick. Because what does the scripture say about that, man? The 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse. Yup. 2 Thessalonians 1 and 6, it says what? Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High Yahawah to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So it's a righteous thing in the sight of the Most High for you to be given over into our hands, man. It's a righteous thing in YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI's sight, man. To give you people who put all this hell upon us, man, who raped, robbed, and murdered us. It's a righteous thing for the Most High to give you over into our hands, and He's going to do it. You see, let's get this word recompense.
Strong's G 467. Antipodidomy. Antipodidomy.
Antipodidomy. Antipodidomy, right? In a good sense, to repay, requite. In a bad sense, penalty and vengeance. And that's what's coming upon you damn Edomites first and foremost, man. Why? For what you have done unto the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So you should be in great fear right now, man. You should be living in a state of terror. Because once the Most High gives you over to our hand, man, we will have no mercy upon you. Point blank, period. Now going back to what we were reading in Psalms 137 and 8. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Verse 9. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Why? Because you were doing it unto our children. You was the ones cutting the children out of the stomach of the mother, man. Hanging the children from the walls about their neck, man, because their mother was circumcising them. Feeding our children to alligators, man, gator bait. That's all the things that you damn devils were doing unto our children. Hey, right now you even adopting our children and selling them into to child sex trafficking rings, man. Stealing our children, kidnapping our children, harvesting their organs, man. So when the Most High give us that spirit to bash your children against the stones, man, we're going to take delight in it, man. We're going to do it with a great big smile upon our face, as it is written. I ain't making this up. This was already written, man. You can go to any hotel in America right now, open up that side drawer by that bed, and pull the Bible out and pull out and go into Psalms 137 and 9. It's going to say the same thing that I'm reading right now. Psalms 137 and 9. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. And that's exactly what we're going to do with great joy, man, through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI. You see? Let's get this in the NLT. What does it say in the NLT? Happy is the one who takes your babies and smashes them against the rocks. And we're going to be joyous in that day, man. Oh, we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time doing it because you didn't have no mercy when you was doing it unto our children. As soon as your child is born, as soon as they come out the womb, we putting a shackle about his neck. We're gonna bash his ass on the ground, man. You see? As it is written. That's what's written, man. We're not making this up. You see? Let's get this one real quick. Now wrap it up on this, man. Ezekiel 25. This is one of my favorites, man. This is something we should be looking forward to. Meditating terror. That's what the Most High said, right? We shall meditate terror, and that's exactly what we're doing, man. Ezekiel 25:12 says what? Thus saith YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended, and revenged themselves upon them. Therefore, thus saith YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and there of the Dan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI. That's what's written, man. The day is going to come where the Most High is going to put the Spirit upon us to destroy you according to His anger and according to His fury. Because the Most High is He's sitting by right now, letting His prophecies play out. But He wants us to get you. Hey, the Most High wants us to get you more than we want to get you, man. You see? We're going to have them new bodies. We're going to have fun with you damn devils, man. Ripping your limbs off. You see? Making your body explode from the inside with that spiritual power, man. You see? Putting you in this constant state of torment and fear. Just as you have done unto our people. And it's a righteous thing in the sight of the Most High to do this, man. Matter of fact, I want to see what this whole thing says in the NLT. Let me do something real quick. Let's get a parallel Bible going in the NLT. We're going to read it on the right side of the screen, the NLT, right? So it goes on to say, it says what? Woo! A message for Edom. You hear that? Call YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI. A message for Edom, you so-called white people, you Edomites according to the Bible. Verse 12 says what? This is what the sovereign Yahweh says. The people of Edom have sinned greatly by avenging themselves against the people of Judah. Therefore says the sovereign Yahweh, I will raise my fist of judgment against Edom. I will wipe out his people and animals with the sword. I will make a wasteland of everything from Teman to the Dan. Whew. Verse 14 says what? I will accomplish this by the hand of my people Israel, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who are the true Israelites according to the Bible. They will carry out my vengeance with anger, and Edom will know that this vengeance is from me. I, the sovereign Yahweh, have spoken. Whoo-wee! Hey, man, the Most High got it out for you damn devils, man. And it will be done. Matter of fact, I lied. I ain't going to end it on that one. I'm going to end it on this one. Obadiah 1:18, man. Where that? Obadiah 1:18. We'll get into KJV, then we'll jump to the NLT. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them, and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. For YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI has spoken it. That lets you know that all 12 tribes, from Judah down to Issachar, man, we're going to be on your ass in the kingdom of heaven, man. You see? We're going to be on your ass in the kingdom of heaven, man. Non-stop. The only time we're going to stop is on the Sabbath, man. In the high holy days. You see, and you're going to love us on the double Sabbath, man. But as soon as that sun set and that Sabbath is over, it's back to being upon your ass, man. Until the next Sabbath day come in. So Obadiah 1:18 says what? The people of Israel will be a raging fire. In Edom a field of dry stubble. The descendants of Joseph will be a flame, roaring across the field, devouring everything. There will be no survivors in Edom. One more time. There will be no survivors in Edom. I, YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, have spoken it. And why is this going to come to pass? It's because you built this city upon the Israelites' blood, man. And you devils have to pay, and you will pay according to the word of YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI. You see? Thus saith YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI. So with that, I'm going to give all praise, all honor, all glory to YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, bahasham qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI, and sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful to let Akim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI has commanded you to do. With that, I say shalom, wa, abad, babal. Shalom.